Welcome back to Montana this morning, and we are here live at South Lake Tahoe, California at Heavenly Mountain Resort. And once a year, I get the opportunity to come out here, a conference called Operation Sierra Storm, where meteorologists from all of the country gather together to exchange information and get new information about what happens, what's going on all across the world and different things with climate and weather. You see the snowmaking machines behind me right now. It's a cold morning, but I want to welcome Keith Stellman in with me. He's the meteorologist in charge at the National Weather Service office in Atlanta and one of the featured speakers from yesterday. And Keith, I asked you out here in the cold this morning to talk a little bit about what we call messaging in the business, making sure that the public gets the right information. Is that always happening?
Not always, because there's so many different sources out there on the internet, social media, and there's just a lot of noise that can get injected in that. And so people really have to look and see where they're getting information from. How new is it? Where's the source? And just stay up on it so that they're not confused by all of the noise that's out there.
I know with social media, the National Weather Service has really made a concerted effort here in the last few years to be more and more of a presence. How's that working out?
So far, so good. You know, it's obviously working in some places more than others, and it all depends on the market. But we're seeing a lot of successes with it, and we're getting a lot more following as a result of it.
All right. Can you give any examples of cases where maybe the messaging didn't quite go so well?
Well, being from Atlanta, I don't know if your viewers are familiar with Snow Jam in Atlanta a couple years ago. When we went back and did a review of that, that was a case of mixed messages going out, both on social media and just in general. And it played into, as a result of the uncertainty in the forecast, and that uncertainty got bottled up in the mixed messaging that was out there, and people were really confused as to what was really going to happen.
So the bottom line really comes down to go to a reputable weather source and don't necessarily just believe everything that happens to pop up on your Facebook feed.
It's multiple sources. Check your source is always the word that we preach.
Thanks for coming out in the cold this morning, Keith. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Yeah, we got a lot of great speakers here that are going to be up later in the day. Plus, we're going to be back in a few minutes. We'll talk about some of the weather here and what's going to happen close to home. More to come on Montana This Morning.